Habari ma Afrika, mimi ni King, nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Asante kwa kutazama Kinseso. Ladies and gentlemen, the Africa Mayibuye political movement is gaining momentum. I was quite impressed watching these events that they've been having, these consultation events that they've been having in the province of Limpopo. From meeting with the royal families, meeting with the communities, going deep in Limpopo, coming back in Polokwane, speaking to the people on the ground and consulting them, but at the same time announcing to them that there is a political party that is in formation in front of their eyes. Now, there was one young man that took the mic and he told Floyd to his face to say, listen, you are not the best our country can produce. Hey, my guy. The guy knows too much and he was speaking there. So I want us to, break down what he says. I'll play other people's opinion also. Obviously, the show or the consultation was too long. I can't play everything. I also want to play what the Secretary General has said. The Secretary General of Africa Mayibuye. There is a Secretary General there. And he has talked about something that caught my interest also, about a shadow government in every municipality. Something that we are going to discuss, and then we'll listen to Floyd speaking about the high discipline that must be kept in Mayibuye, and saying that they are not going to insult other leaders of other political parties. How? Really? Let's talk about that, Paseta, and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, host is in Chiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're talking the Africa Mayibuye movement, which is a political party in formation right in front of us. Here is great news that you guys don't want to miss. Today at 12 o'clock, we're dropping the 365 days of Paseta documentary. This is a documentary that gives you an inner depth eye into what we are doing in Paseta in the background. If you've been watching the Paseta YouTube channel, you have seen I have posted meetings that we have, our live meetings, our Zoom meetings, our WhatsApp meetings. I've posted a lot of things there so that you guys can understand that it's King that speaks most of the time, but I'm telling you, there's a whole team behind us that is pushing the brand of Paseta. So please go to Paseta YouTube channel and make sure that you subscribe there. And also, our website is changing from .co.za to a simple name, paseta.africa. That's it. Paseta.africa is our new handle for our website. So just type paseta.africa and you will find us. Very simple, okay? Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to speak about Mayibuye. The Africa Mayibuye is doing very well. They were at the Royal Hotel there in Polokwane. They did very well, and it looks like they will be moving to the Free State on the 19th, and they will be moving around. Floyd said they will, after the Free State, they will be going to the Eastern Cape, and then they will go back to Gauteng, and then they will do Mpumalanga. It looks like in each province they do 3 or 4 cities, which is very good. You can't come to a province and you want to develop what you call branches in the sub-regions and whatever, but you don't go to the other towns. You need to go to the other smaller villages and towns so that you can develop what you want. One thing for sure here that I'm watching, and I guess someone told me on the comment section, say, King, undermine Floyd SHIVAMBU at your own peril. I said, no, I'm not undermining anyone. I am still with the opinion that South Africa does not need a new political party. But I have stopped myself in that statement. And I continue to stop myself. I say, who am I to make that judgment? After the PAC came out, after UDM came out, after COPE came out, after the EFF came out, after Mkhonto Wesizwe came out, after Action SA, BOSA, after ATM, after all of this patriotic ally, after all of those political parties, who are we to say not one more? You understand what I'm saying? When there were so many one mores that were happening. So even though I feel like South Africans don't need another political party, because the question is, what is going to be the difference about all the political parties that we are currently having compared to the new one that is being formed? So today I want to discuss this young man that went at FLOYD and said, listen, you are not the best that South Africa, our country, can produce. It was quite funny listening to this young man. When he started talking, I already knew who tonight ANC has come to deliver. But let's listen to him, me and you, so that we can make a judgment.
In the midst, guided by the revolutionary spirit, that we at least believe that Mayibuye is going to provide us a platform to ideologically debate issues. Because in the parties that we belong in, as a member of the African National Congress, comfortably telling you, we have a culture where comrades do no longer appreciate debate and ideology. And we're here because we believe that Mayibuye is going to give us a platform. Not because we love Comrade FLOYD, of course we love him, but he's not the best that the country can produce. But because he's providing, or we believe that Mayibuye will provide a platform to engage rigorously about the matters of this country. That is why we're here. Even when they see us, we will tell them that we're there because this is a consultation process, not of members of Mayibuye, but members of society.
Look at his face.
Comrade FLOYD,
His face
I
is
think one thing that we must caution ourselves, and I've made that observation, not to say that I'm saying leaders who are here were wrong. The idea that you're going to be the president, it's not what we must push now to the people. Because we're in a consultation process. I don't know if I'm making a political sense. Comrade FLOYD is very clear, resolute, and sound. We would wish him to be the president. But how do we differentiate ourselves from cult movements that are there? Our character must be different. We cannot say in a consultation process and say forward with President FLOYD. We are consulting the ideology of the masses. What are the masses looking for before we project Comrade FLOYD? So that he stands to be different from all these other leaders that are there. That is the submission I'm saying to the House. Or when we project Mayibuye, we must not say, Comrade FLOYD, President. Look.
Comrades, can we be orderly as we conclude, comrades?
It's fine.
Can we be orderly, comrades?
Can I be protected? I'm protected, my leader.
We need to conclude on your points, comrades.
It's fine.
Yes.
Maybe I'm taking time to extend.
Emotion.
You see. Am I protected, Chair?
Comrades, I'm going to call order. Can we conclude on this, comrade? Comrade, we are going to avail an email address. You can always make further submissions.
No, but why?
Thank you very much.
I'm cut short.
Finish the point.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, when you get into a movement, starting something new, best believe that there are people that are going to come into that organization planted or just come to challenge the character of the leader. I for one am one of those people that is always expecting that. So it never bothers me when it happens or when someone says something on the comment section or whatever, or even in real life. We work with a lot of people at our work and everything. It is not possible that everyone is going to like you. Forget about that one. It is not possible that when even in your family, not everyone likes you in your family. So why should everyone like you in a political movement? So the young man is within his right to raise his opinion, because this is a consultation between him. He clearly says he comes from the ANC, but he's here to be consulted, so he's gonna give his own opinion. To tell Floyd to his face that you are not the best our country can produce, when Floyd says there is no other alternative except for Mayibuye. You've got the boss, my brother, but you know, for me, it's like an opinion. Opinion is an opinion, and the interesting thing was that Floyd did not have to say anything. The people around that young man started getting agitated to say, "Hey, Feta man, Feta, you are now talking nonsense," because you can hear it's those young men that have got a lot of this. So or whatever, who went from the EFF to the ANC, from the EFF to the MK, and probably is gonna follow Floyd now. Also, big mouth type of tenure. So I want to play another video of another young lady who also spoke there, so that you don't think the whole session was like this. You know, people of Floyd are going to say, when you are attacking Floyd. Hey, comment section is hot, guys. Go in the comment section and give us your opinion about this young man so that we can continue. But anyway, let's play another opinion that came out of the questions on the floor.
Thank you so much. Good evening. My name is Vanessa Mrauzi from Ward 12 Makado sub-region in Vembe region. There's a community that picked up. Sorry, I'm also a former youth leader in the region of MK Party, and currently I'm serving as the Global Secretary General of African Youth Improvement League. It's a Pan-African organization, and also I'm serving as the National Youth President of Informal Economy Development Forum. There is a comrade back there who also said something that we need to gather the skilled youth to have programs that will teach them how to put them on the database and also target on all that. But that is not the problem that as young people we are facing. We've got so many learnership, we've got so many internships in the country that are teaching young people into different skills. But now the problem that we have, it's where do we place them after training them? Having a skills in all these communities that we're having, it's not a problem. But Mayibuye, what we are proposing, or what I can say, is that in Mayibuye must prioritize or have the placement facilities. Mayibuye must build the placement facilities for us young people, so that after being trained on those skills, they know where to place us, so that we can be able to challenge this youth unemployment. Maybe also Mayibuye can also look at partnering or working with civil societies organization, or I can say Mayibuye must have its own programs that will deal with youth unemployment and prioritize skills development and entrepreneurship program that focuses in all sectors. The programs must not only focus on training us young people, but after training, we must know where to place them, because this is a new political party. Yes, my president, we are ready to work the ground. We don't fear the ground respects us.
Okay, so here's another different opinion. This is a former leader of the MK political party in that specific region, Vembe, where she comes from. And she is saying no, she's got an opinion to say these learnerships and apprenticeships and whatever that is happening, they are not assisting the youth, because you get a skill, but after you get the skill, the market is not in need of your skill. You know, the market does not need 100, what is it called, carpenters, 1,000 carpenters, whatever. The market does not need those people. You are unemployable with your skill, of which you must turn that skill into a business, and it is very difficult because the business wants capital, and people, they can't just take a new carpenter or a new plumber or whatever. They need people with experience to work on their stuff. So you can imagine how difficult it is for young people who are in these learnerships and everything, getting this certificate after a year or 6 months or 18 months, and then after they're unemployed. Very, very valid point that this young lady is saying. And she said to the president, to say, listen, yes, my president, we are ready to work the ground. We are not scared of the ground. The ground loves us. That's what she said. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that opinion. There's so many that I can bring that came out. Some very valid, contributions to what is happening there in Mayibuye. And I'm telling you, they say we are sleeping on Mayibuye. We are underestimating Mayibuye. I'm saying it is too early to tell. The Mayibuye has not yet been tested. After they register for to become a formal political party, and you can hear this young man say, Floyd, we can't say you are going to be the president. To walk around thinking that you're going to be the president. So Floyd, if you was clever, for me, if I was in Floyd's position, I would say, let's make a small conference and then do what the EFF do. Elect leaders and push branches behind them, and they are elected unopposed. And then we can say, no, as Floyd, this is not a cult. I was elected unopposed as the president, and this one was elected unopposed as the secretary, and this one was the national chair and the speaker and whatever. But these people are afraid of elections because of the infiltration that might happen in election. But we saw with the MK political party that you don't even need elections for the infiltration to happen. You can self-destruct from inside because people are power hungry no matter what. In fact, let's listen to the Secretary General of the Africa Mayibuye political party talking about and the shadow government. He said something about the shadow government that caught my eye. Listen to this.
Discipline. We want to see professionalism. We know we're coming from the different parties or background. Let us leave that luggage behind us. Let us start a new journey of Mayibuye, because yesterday, the king's traditional leaders and church leaders, they have declared, even the community at large, they said, hey, Tina, we don't want this consultation thing. I thought we are coming here to introduce the party. So it was declared, and the president has declared as well. It's when come the declaration, he said, Mayibuye will be registered as a political party which will be called Africa Mayibuye. So let us make sure our conduct, let us make sure everything that we do in our society as well. Once we start a political program, comrade, we will constitute a shadow government in the municipality levels. We'll have a mayor, we'll have a speaker, we'll have a deputy mayor, we'll have even an MM. In your municipality level, why are we doing this, comrade? We want to make sure that the municipality are held accountable from now. Because once you don't do that, we'll end up having leaders that they don't know even, are so sad when I see the pothole in the media in my area that I have not reported. So you must be the first one to see the wrong thing in your area, from the VD level to a sub-region. So your shadow mayor will be able to hold accountable the current mayor. If there's no service delivery, if there's a shortage of water, anything that pertaining to service delivery, so our mayor as Mayibuye will report that thing. So I'm very happy, comrade. So in parting short, so like I said, comrade, we are not compromising equality. And we will give an opportunity to all comrades. You are not going to say because you don't have a political background and you don't have experience, so you can't be given a leadership position. There's no gatekeeping here. Zero tolerance in gatekeeping. We want everyone, If you know Malume have influence in our community, Malume is loved by the community. Malume, he loves the place that they're residing on in terms of the service delivery and to take care of the people. Bring that person here. We are going to train him or her to introduce him in a political space. Because we don't want to take people who can come here and tell us about Bo, Karl Marx, Patrick Lumumba. The community don't need that. They need work, they need water, they need roads, they need housing. We want people that they will talk a language of the people.
Okay, so as you can hear from the Secretary General, they are no longer hiding the fact that, no, listen, we are starting a political party, guys. Let's stop pretending as if you guys don't know what we are doing here. We are starting a political party, and it's no longer a secret. Floyd himself said, no, it's no longer a secret. The kings and everyone in the village are saying, don't consult us. Let's start a political party. We are behind you, and let's work. I'll do the numbers. After they are done with their consultation, I'll do their numbers as to plus minus as to the people that are in the halls. How many more people they need to just get one seat in the national parliament. You guys know one seat is somewhere there at about 63%, 63,000 to 65,000, depending on how many political parties. It's a proportional type of a calculation that is made there. But anyway, this issue of the shadow government is something that I like. I like the idea of saying, even if you are not in power, but the EFF has got a shadow mayor, a shadow you know, those type of things. I think it will keep their structures busy all the time, because they might even give them something to say, as the shadow mayor, you still need to travel, you still need to do that. So very clever innovation from the Africa Mayibuye. So they say they don't want any gatekeeping. If your uncle Umalume Wako has got an influence in the ground and is loved by the people, and he loves the ground, the place that he's working at, he must be brought in and he will be trained to become a proper politician. Another good thing that other political parties might be failing to do. I said it, especially for by-elections, the ANC gets it right. The ANC does not care if you are a philosophical person that speaks big words and everything. They don't care about those things. If you want to quote Karl Marx and all of those theology things, the ANC asks the people, hey, who is loved in this world? It's King. Oh, King. Oza Ngena. And then King wins the by-elections. That's how the ANC does it. And I think that's also a good approach that Mayibuye is trying to do. Let's listen to Floyd. I want to play that the three areas of discipline that they want to establish in Africa Mayibuye. Let's listen to him quickly.
Now, comrades, when we leave here, we're going to circulate this membership form, which is a volunteer membership form. This membership form, when we declare, it says that I voluntarily complete and sign this form to express my support and willingness to participate in the Mayibuye consultation process. I understand that this form serves as a volunteer registration and will later be converted into formal membership of the political party emerging out of this consultation process. I acknowledge and accept the founding values, principles, and objectives of Mayibuye consultation process. I consent to the processing and secure storage of my information for organizational purposes in line with the party's relevant privacy laws and documents. I confirm that my participation is of my own free will without coercion, and I agree to abide by the discipline and the conduct of the party's democratic processes. Now, comrades, if we want to found a sound and disciplined organization, there are certain things that we must accept. I think some of the issues the Secretary General has already made highlights on. One is that we are not going to allow gatekeeping in Mayibuye. The membership is open to everyone. So if you had differences with whoever in Mkhonto Wesizwe, which does not exist here in Limpopo. If you had differences with anyone in the EFF, you can't migrate with those differences to Mayibuye. The differences that you had in the other side are not allowed this side. This side, we want people who are disciplined, who are starting from scratch. We do not want problems that are going to come on what so-and-so did, then these ones left us with a taxi when they were going to Orlando Stadium. All of those things, they don't apply here. There are no problems of Orlando Stadium. There are no problems of anything here. Here we are starting from scratch, and everything else that we do must be guided by the decisions that we take. The other issue, comrades, is that we are not going to allow anyone in Mayibuye to be disrespectful to anyone, including political opponents. Let's establish ourselves as a formidable movement that respects everyone. And here in Mayibuye, we are compelled to respect and honor royal leadership and religious leaders. We are not a replacement of royal leadership and religious leaders in our communities. If anything, let's try and speak to all of them. The other principle, comrade, is that we are building a unitary organization, one organization. So once the national leadership has given a directive of what is to happen, what is to be done, such decisions are going to be binding in all the structures and volunteers of Mayibuye. So there is no one who's going to say, yeah, we know national is saying we must take this direction, but as Mopani, we want to take a different route. It won't happen like that.
Okay, so I will play the full speech for you guys. Yeah, Floyd is about 30 minutes, and I think some of you might enjoy it. So if you want me to break it down, you will tell me also under the speech. But I just wanted to talk about what he said here. Let me tell you something. They are saying there in Africa, Mayibuye, they don't want gatekeepers. They don't want people who are going to come with a mindset to say, I come from the ANC, I know this region, I know this ward more than everyone, nobody can move me here, so I'm going to stand at the gate and block everyone from entering because I am the one who's been on the ground in the ANC for 25 years and nobody, you know, those type of things, those gatekeeping. But another interesting thing that he says, respect is going to be the way they act or they carry themselves. He says no one is going to be disrespectful to any leader of opposition party. No disrespect to opposition party leaders and within the party. I think also this rule is to protect themselves as leaders, to say nobody must disrespect me. If you disrespect me, you are out. Remember, they are also signing a volunteering form now. They are signing a form of volunteering, and they say that form is going to be converted into a membership form later on when the political party is turning. So, Floyd, if you are going to tell your members not to disrespect other people, and you must lead by example. I must say, in this Limpopo consultation that I've seen, and I've watched the full speeches that he has delivered in Xitsonga and here in English, the respect, there was a certain degree of respect, or let me say the disrespect was not there. He was just saying other parties, they don't do this, they don't do it. He wasn't saying Julius or whatever. And even in the speech, in this speech that I played you, he said we are not going to disrespect President Jacob Zuma, but in a way disrespects him, like in a respectful way. We told him to his face that if he continues to run this thing like a family stock fell, that this thing is going to break down and die. So yeah, I'm waiting to see, because we're going to keep this, you know, the internet never forgets. We're going to keep this when Floyd starts insulting other leaders and say, but Floyd, this is what you said, lead by example, or otherwise don't say things like this if you are going to turn around and fight the other political parties. Because in the same speech, he says he wants 2/3 majority, but he wants it in Africa, Mayibuye. So yeah, another last thing that I think he said is that then when the national leadership makes a decision, the regional and the provincial leadership must follow. They are not going to do their own thing and all of that. Yeah, I think this video will be long enough. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please don't forget, 12 o'clock today, we are dropping the 365 days with Paseta documentary. You don't want to miss this video. You don't want to. You don't want to miss it. I promise you, it's going to be the best video that I have posted for Paseta so far. So far. I'm doing the editing, so I'm telling you, it's gonna be the best video. Go to Paseta YouTube channel, please. Let's subscribe there, guys. We said 1,000 subscribe. It's our birthday. Please wish Paseta happy birthday on the comment section. We really would appreciate it. Go to the Paseta YouTube channel, subscribe there also, and wish us happy birthday. Only 1,000 of you guys can do that, and we are on 1,000 subscribers that side. We will really appreciate that growth, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in on King Said So. Enjoy your week. It's a new week. Let's start again up fresh. Let's start with new energy. Some of us who have gained too much weight, let us try to eat less sugar, less bread this week, and drink more water, and leave these fizzy drinks that we are drinking all the time. And let's do our push-up. Gentlemen, I push-up. Ladies, umfazi must squat. 30 squats when you wake up, 30 squats, deep squats, not smaller nyana squats, deep squats when you sleep. Let's attack this summer body. Spring is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.